On to our next subject of the day, because I know there's the Rugby World Cup that's happening, but a lot is going on now on the other side of the ball. That is women's rugby, and this weekend was the first weekend of the new WXV World Tournament for women's rugby. Basically, the ranking rugby. We've talked about it the last couple weeks. They are taking a tournament, 3 tiers, 18 teams, and competing them to be able to determine rankings for the entire season. USA Women this weekend took on Samoa. But before we get to them, I want to talk a little bit of some of the other teams that we had going on over here, all right? So we had Italy taking on Japan, winning 28-15. We had Scotland. These are all in WXV Tier 2. Scotland taking on South Africa, 31-17. USA Women winning 36-26 over Samoa. Fiji in Tier 3 winning 67-13 against Colombia. Ireland absolutely shellacking Kazakhstan 109-0, and Spain beating Kenya 32-0. Ironically, in the same weekend, though, Kenya won Rugby Afrique and is moved on to qualify for the Olympics. So both the men and the women's team in sevens have qualified for the Olympics, even if the 15s team got shellacked. I'm going to say talent split, but, you know, that's just me. That's just me. But I really want to just go back and talk about this USA Women's 36-26 Samoa game, all right? And going into this, I wasn't sure exactly what to expect from this game altogether, mainly because of the fact this is a whole new women's team that we have. We have a brand new coach for the USA Women. We have new players with the veteran support of Kate Benson and Zachary. And it was just like, what is going to happen? You know, for me, I didn't really have the biggest faith in it, because also the women's team had been losing. They just lost to Wales just the week prior to. So it was just like, what are we expecting? But I did get a chance to watch it. And my goodness, yo, I love what this team could be. All right, I love what this team can be, because this is a young team. This is a very young team. I think this is truly a refreshing for the next Rugby World Cup coming up in 2026 for the women. 2027, I'm sorry, for the women, because this one, 2026, I'm lying, 2026, because this team has like energy. All right, like this team has energy, and I think they're a tough team. Now, taking a look at what their roster was, this was one that was something to be interesting and being watched. Once again, like I said, Catherine Benson and Kate Zachary are the veterans. I mean, they've been in this for at least 2 Rugby World Cups. Catherine Benson definitely won, and Kate Zachary definitely at least 2 Rugby World Cups passing. And I think that they've done a really great job in leading. Yo, this Samoa team that's ranked I don't think they're a 16th ranked team. All right, that Samoa team smacked people in the mouth. All right, they smacked people in the mouth. You know what? I'm not even worried about copyright infringement stuff. All right, USA Rugby can come get me on another point, because I got to show these highlights. All right, I got to show these highlights that were right here. All right, and if you're not able to see it because you listen to the podcast, don't worry. I'm gonna talk it through. Make sure you see it, but I got to show these highlights, because these women smacked people in the mouth, and I think this was a great opening for the Rugby World Cup, for the WXV WXV tournament, because you needed to come in with some strength for this one. All right, check this out.
Rugby has been my life, and I've witnessed how
Manusina Samoa send it skywards and get us underway decent stability for some time there. Now coming in off the wing.
Yo, Samoa's 14 is one of the thickest wingers that I've ever seen. But my goodness, she was a monster on this field. That first strike that she made for the score.
Oh, another pick and go. Very quick ball there for Benson. She can't get there. Away it goes by Waters on the outside.
But it was the excitement on every try from the women's side for USA Women that I was just like, oh, this is a different team. I'm not gonna lie, I started feeling like we were like getting me out. Like we were a little bit too
no try awarded by pressure.
And it's like doing it.
It's got to be now, surely.
Like reckless abandon. This is young. This is young
waiting in that
reckless abandon rugby.
She skips to right to Kelly, who busts the wide open. Right to Kelly, right in for the try.
Kala right to Kelly.
Hingano busts the wide open in support. She has Brody. Hingano's got to hit her number 7. Hingano, she's broken 2. Oh, it's brilliant. Tau
They are quick. They are energetic.
Their fitness all the way through the second 40. Who's going to come out on top?
I'm excited for this USA Women's team. I don't think I've been excited about the USA
Women's, but now we're playing on Fury. Fury cuts inside. Fury for
this
the
team
line.
looks like they want to come out and show something.
I'm
understanding now why they made this selection they did. They were.
Zachary delaying the pass to that debutant. Hingano's absolutely tearing it up here today. Hingano is going to take them on. Zachary, try. Flags raised, another successful kick. The feed comes from the Hawaiian Taina Tukuafu. And
Cat
running.
Cat Benson.
There was Rachel Johnson.
Grown-ass woman, man.
About a meter or two away from the line now. Manu Samoa, can they make it count? They've got numbers out to the left. If they use the hands, they'll go for sure in the corner, but they use the power. Tugaga gets it away to Milo. It's a dangerous pass, a hospital pass to a Captain Power Raisa. They move it to Fia. Fia fires it on the outside. It's a try for Carla Reiter Kelly. It's all happening in Stellenbosch right now.
She has been so quiet.
So, yeah, that's where we got it. All right. It was that kind of game. Like, if you watch a full game, Samoa was smacking the USA Women in the mouth. And I think that is a really great thing because it shows how much our toughness needed to be. And the USA Women were taking it. They were absolutely taking it. Like, this was a good showing. Now, next week, we got Scotland. All right. And Scotland, well, not this week, this weekend. This weekend, we got Scotland. And Scotland is not one to be messed with. Like, Scotland's some big girls. All right. And that is a much more veteran team. Much more experienced team. And that's a team that also has premiership experience within it. And I think that speaks a huge volume. Now, mind you, I know a lot of the women on the women's team got a little bit WPL, some premierships, premier sevens, a little bit here and there. But that is a young team that we have for the USA Women. I think Scotland's going to be a much bigger test than Samoa, at least from a consistency and a offensive end of things. But I think our USA Women actually have the ability to actually do something. I think learning from what you learn from Wales, then subsequently what you take from this game is going to be a really good balancing act for what they got to do with Scotland, because Scotland is going to be a lot closer to Wales than it is to Samoa. But I don't think anybody's going to hit as hard as Samoa did. Like, Samoa was, like, you heard cracks. Like, there was legit cracks. And man, look, watch WXV. Watch WXV. Like, you don't want to be the person that goes, nah, man, I don't watch women's rugby. I don't watch women's rugby. It ain't the same. Nah, go and watch these women. All right. This is the same energy that I felt from the women's sevens team for the past, decade. All right. This is that energy that we've been looking for back with the 15s. Get a little bit more speed. Maybe we get it on the edge, but we're getting that energy back. And I think that's the way to be able to represent for the USA. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, man. Like, let's.
Anybody say I can't, I say I ain't convinced. Round in the city, black out the tents. Gassed up, they gon' let me, fill up the tank.